What's poppin'? What's poppin'? It's your boy Micah back at it with another motherfucking video. And today, I want to talk about the fruits and the results of sacrifice when it comes to this path. See, ain't jack shit in this world, not even the spiritual world, free. Not even energy. Whatever is taken has to be repaid in some way, shape, or form. If you truly walk in this path and you really want this power, you really want to become a god or whatever the fuck it is you're trying to be, there will be sacrifice in some way, shape, or form. That sacrifice could take on the appearance or the illusion of the death of loved ones. It could take the form of semi-permanent insomnia. You lose sleep. You have nightmares due to the visitation of demons and spirits of the dead coming into your room to visit you while you sleep at night, to bring warnings and omens of good things or of bad things, workings of enemies. They show you what enemies are going to do before the enemy even comes up with the idea to do it, and other things, right? That sacrifice could take the form of debilitating health issues that you have to work through. It could be anything. It could even be the ultimate sacrifice, which is not necessarily a sacrifice of life, but a temporary cut to the connection of your own magic. Yes, they can and will do that to test you, to see if you're going to stick with this after you get your blessings, to see if you're going to be like all the rest of these dumbasses on internet forums that simply get one or two successes and then stop and discard the gods and the spirits like they're fucking bubblegum. If you really want this shit, you will pay the price, and you will do whatever is necessary to get where you need to be. See, this is the thing. For my legit practitioners, my subscribers, all that good shit, most of you already know what the hell I'm talking about. Y'all are going through it. But for those of you who are just starting, there's going to come multiple points where you have to give up something, either temporarily or permanently, or semi-permanently, in order to get the knowledge, skills, abilities, prosperity, blessings of the gods, the death gods, the blessings of the dead, and the blessings of the living. Living witches, all this other kind of shit that's going to come to you. And you have to make the choice ahead of time that your work, your sacrifice, would not be in vain, because it truly isn't. It truly is not in vain. However, enemies, your own self-doubt, your own unresolved shadow work will make you think otherwise, which can lead to failure and lead to the undoing of every step of mastery and adaptation that you have taken thus far. Now, one other thing I want to bring up, and I'm going to tie it into this, is the factor of initiation. Personally, myself, I've had various initiations from childhood all the way till now, with more to come, that got me into this necromantic path. It started at my fucking birth. I was born, and then I died. And I came back. Now, my grandmother, when she was alive, she was a religious lady. And of course, she prayed, all the other kind of shit. And while she was living, in her mind, she believed it was her God that brought me back. Now that I think about it, it's not so much her deity that brought me back. It was a concentration of energy. And it was an initiation, because I should have been gone permanently. I should not be here today making this video. But, for whatever reason, I came back. And with that shit is a powerful kind of transformation and initiation into this kind of stuff, because it's the symbolism. Especially if you look into Western astrology, you have Pluto and Scorpio, which both resonate with death. And so, with that being said, that was one initiation. The other ones happened later on in my childhood with the passing of my 7-year-old sister and my grandmother and my grandfather. So, with each of those passings, the initiation got more and more and more intense. Because see, this is the thing. You don't necessarily have to initiate in the traditional way in order to gain these abilities, to gain the knowledge, all the other kind of shit. Some of you already have this within you, and the passings of loved ones, friends, associates, lovers, etc. It simply activates those abilities within you ahead of time. That way, when you get onto this path, it's like you're on a fast track, so to speak. And you have what you need already in order to get the job done and to do the work. Now, another initiation I had came, about to say a year ago. Maybe a year or two ago, like right before the pandemic, right when it was just starting. I got bit on the ankle by a fucking brown recluse spider. A very venomous, very poisonous motherfucking spider. And I should have died, but I did not. And of course, because I remember telling my homeboy about this, he was like, man, go to the doctor. Like, everybody was telling me, go to the fucking doctor. But I was like, I am the doctor, god damn it. And I did some shit, and fucking it healed up. Like, I can literally look at my ankle now, and the bite is not even fucking there anymore. And fucking this correlates to a story for those of my viewers who used to be Christians. You already know this story, but it was about Paul, the Apostle Paul, when he and some other dudes, they were on their way, I believe it is to the island of Crete, and motherfucking, apparently the gods of water and the water spirits did not like what the fuck they were doing, so they caused them to shipwreck. So they shipwrecked, they got on the island, stranded, and they set up a little fire, a campfire, because, you know, fire is an element of survival and the spark of life, all this other kind of shit. And out of the fire, an astral snake manifested into the physical popped out and bit Paul, a venomous one at that. And Paul did not die. If you take out all the fucking Christian shit and all the other kind of crap, what you'll find is that Paul was actually a magician, and that was his initiation into necromancy, deeper, more powerful magic, priestly type shit. You see what I mean? So I mention all that to say that as you go through this path, you're going to have various events occur that seem minor, you know, the bite from a poisonous insect, all this other kind of shit, that's going to actually bring you deeper into the path and give you more power, more abilities, more knowledge, more connection to your magic, and all that good shit. So don't be disturbed or afraid when these things happen. This is literally a thing of be not afraid. Literally, be not afraid. Because it's not there to just hit you. It's there to transform you. This is literally the physical manifestation of the concept of alchemy through poison, the poison path. Not just using herbs and taking ayahuasca trips and all that good shit, but actually getting venom injected into you. You see what I mean? And for those of you viewers who worked with the spider goddess like Arachne or Sephiroth, you already know what the fuck I'm talking about. So, motherfucking, keep in mind, you just have to persevere. You have to be consistent. One thing I always say is that consistency makes a believer out of man, woman, spirit, or deity. You can have an enemy deity, such as the Christian God that's been fucking with you for I don't know how long, And once they see you're consistent and you truly mean your shit, they will leave you the fuck alone. You see what I mean? So, with that being said, I'm going to conclude the video. Please like, share, subscribe, leave your comments, all that other good shit. And if you're looking for, business, ritual work, all that cool stuff, email me. Hit me up on Discord. Text me. And we can get that shit going. So, till next time, peace.